Somebody once said that religion was deemed by the commoners as true, by the wise as false, and by the rulers as useful. The only thing I believe is that my name is Jonathan Priest, and tonight, I'm gonna kill a man. So there it is, Meanwhile City. So beautiful from the upper heights, it almost looks like it makes some kind of sense. From a distance, you'd never think this city was hopelessly insane. It seems so long ago that the clockwork of events that led me here began to turn. Events that led me to this room, to the task that I have to perform tonight. The eradication of the individual. Back then, things seemed so simple. It seemed like any other job, any other night on the streets downtown. The main drag was swarming with the faithful.
Applies the unchanging values of our religion to the new priorities of the people of Meanwhile City. Our plan to improve your lives, to provide opportunity and security for all in a changing world.
I didn't like using the main thoroughfares. The ministry clerics were always out in force. You see, you've got to have religion to live in Meanwhile City. It's the law. There are now so many faiths registered in this town that it gets kind of hard to be original.
Water has been drained. Objects, such as coins, sacred guns, stones, cause extensive damage and must not be placed in the machine.
These days, you can form an entire congregation simply based on washing machine instructions.
If in doubt, always consult the care instructions on the cloth.
You see, without faith, it's difficult to be controlled. And I didn't like being controlled. Not by anybody. That made me a big problem for the ministry. And the one and only non-believer in Meanwhile City. I'd been investigating a nasty little faith known as Duplex Ride. Their leader called himself the Individual. He was one of the most dangerous I'd come across. Egocentric and insanely deluded. The Individual had abducted a young girl into Duplex Ride. For what purpose? Somebody's God only knew.
God bless you. How's tricks?
Whiskey, please. Straight.
Coming up. Hot outside today.
Here.
You sure you want to stay for this drink?
Think I shouldn't.
He's in the back.
Thanks.
No problem. God bless you.
Worm snakes. My eyes and ears on the street.
Hey, Mr. Brace! You're looking well.
You know how I feel about public appearances. Just tell me what you got.
Master Priest information. Very hard to come by these days. Let alone having any faith in it, you know what I mean?
Snakes. I'm running out of patience.
You don't understand. If he finds out that
It'll be nothing to what I'll do if you don't. The girl, Snakes. Where is she?
The girl, she's dead. Please.
The individual?
I don't know. I swear I don't know.
Did he do it himself?
I don't know the details. You know, she didn't suffer. Is all I know.
Just tell me where he is.
I don't know. I swear. All I know is that you should get out of here before they
Before what?
They make me.
I'll be back for you. Too many clerics on the street. I should have seen the signs. Stupid. She was lost, needed my help, and I'd let her down. A routine call job, and now the girl I was supposed to save was dead. The individual had gone to ground, and worm snakes had given me up to the ministry. I knew I was a wanted man, but even I hadn't expected that much attention.
Let's see what all the fuss is about.
Somebody upstairs had wanted me brought in, and whoever they were good. Anywhere can feel like a prison when you don't have any faith. The only thing that got me through the endless night was to plan. Stay focused. Stay sane. Then out of nowhere, they came.
Slowly now. Get up.
Tarrant. The nearest I ever got to the face behind the curtain.
Nice to see you again, John. Yesterday, we received word that one of our stations in the South City had been hit. A chemical attack of some kind. All operatives lost, as well as any hope of monitoring the southern wall.
Wasn't me.
Quite. However, we do know who it was, and consequently, we have a proposition to put to you.
You locked me up for 4 years, and now, all of a sudden, you want to...
Offer you a job. Interested?
What could possibly interest me?
Freedom, perhaps. Chance to settle an old score. Familiar faces have been turning up in Meanwhile City. Every one of them a fully fledged, paid-up member of Duplex Ride. That's right. The nasty little religion that murdered your last client. Life through the eyes of the sole beholder. The world around him tailored and designed for the one and only...
The individual.
That's right. Seems like your old nemesis is finally coming home to roost. We want to give you a chance to make amends.
For what?
You're a man without religion, John. A man without direction. We want you to come to peace with your inner self. Embrace a belief, however small. How old was she, John? How old was the little girl you failed to save? 10? 11? Count yourself lucky that absolution is very much part of this religion's dogma. The individual is coming back to Meanwhile City.
So?
Well, you'll be doing us all a service. You'll have the ministry's permission, sectarian permission, to commit this sin. Can I assume you're going to cooperate?
So what happens now?
Good. No time like the present. Take him to the hospital, get him dressed and feel ready, please. Oh, and John, you'll probably be needing this.
Next stop, Meanwhile City Hospital. Not many people left this place in better shape than they arrived. I knew why I was there, and I was running out of time.
Here. Get in.
Hello, dear. As Mr. Tarrant has probably explained, we want to fix you up with a small homing device. Don't want to lose track of you on the streets now, do we?
Oh, funnily enough, he didn't mention it. I thought this was just a medical.
Just a precaution. If you pop yourself on this chair, I think we can do it with a local.
Regulation for all clerics in the field. Come now. Not scared of a little procedure, are we?
I needed to go to ground, hit the safe house, and make ready. I'd always intended on dealing with the individual, in my own way. If you needed to find someone, the best place to start was the Faith Registration Center. Meanwhile's melting pot of the pious. Every creed, cult, religion, and doctrine pass through these doors, all looking for the same sense of belonging and hope. I just hope that Wormsnakes had managed to hold on to his job. Nothing had changed. This was still a living, breathing testament to the insanity of the ministry's grip on this city.
Please be advised that queue jumping will not be a separation of worship. Hi, I'm Terry. How can I help?
I'm looking for somebody who works in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Just need you to enter your faith for the record.
Why?
For the register, what's your faith?
What's yours?
Well, at the moment, I'm with some Seventh-day manicurists. But I'm thinking of changing. The level of discussion isn't great, and we've nearly run out of colours. It's probably not your thing. Just want to sign in.
Thank you. I've seen all I need to see.
Okay, don't mention it. God bless you. Hi, I'm Terry. How can I help?
You're not allowed to smoke in here.
You think?
I saw you come in last night. May I talk to you for a moment? I can buy you a hot drink. Please. We get many suicides in here. I had paramedics talking.
So you know the whole story?
My name is Pastor Bon. Means bread of life.
Look, Mr. Whoever you are, I appreciate...
I knew someone once. She did what you tried to do last night. She was successful. She started a chain of events like dominoes.
I'm sorry, but I really should get
I'm just
going.
saying that it isn't just about your family, your friends, the people you leave behind. It's about the people you haven't met yet. A person can stay inside themselves for too long and end up blind, like not recognizing your own voice on tape.
It's an art project.
Sorry,
Listen. I get to piss off my mother and my tutors. I get to kill myself every month without dying. I'm having a ball. Okay? You know what, Mr. Bone? You should get yourself a job as a social worker here. Thank you. The coffee.
I followed Worm Snake's home after his shift. Snake's neighborhood suited his personality down to a T. Fractured, infected, forgotten. Meanwhile, slum quarter. Worm snakes.
Get the fuck out of my apartment now!
Let's not make this difficult.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want from me? What do you want? You're crazy, you know that, yeah?
Be polite. You owe me, remember? For every single day of my 4 years.
Oh, fucking nose!
Now then, word on the street is the individual's coming to town. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, now would you?
No, I swear!
I don't believe you. I need you to do a little favor for me. I want you to tell the individual where he can find me.
How do you know? How do you know he's gonna come find me?
I found you, didn't I? I'm gonna be at this address. And rest assured, he'll find you. Just do your job. What little faith I have, I have it in you. You're a lucky man, Snakes. You got a stay of execution. Understand? I'll be waiting and watching. Nice to see you again.
Fucking likewise, I'm sure.
I knew he'd deliver my message one way or another. Now all I had to do was wait. When you're lost, you're willing to believe anything. In this city, every religion promised a future, whether in this world or the next. All you had to pay them with was your faith and trust, and despite the celebration, the reverence and the prayer, everybody ends up in the same human mess. Old, sick, unhappy, dead. She'd be 16 now, a young woman. The individual had robbed her of life, and tonight, I was going to relieve him of his. Her name was Sarah, and she was only 11 years old. To the individual in his twisted faith, she was just another soul sacrificed and forgotten in the detritus of this senseless world. One little soul who was now about to be avenged. I had to keep it together, stay focused. It's nearly time. If a god is willing to prevent evil, but not able, then he is not omnipotent. If he is able but not willing, then he must be malevolent. If he's neither able or willing, then why call him a god? Why else do bad things happen to good people? Worm Snakes told me he delivered my message. I decided to give the little traitor his life. In a way, I wanted tonight's assassination to be unique, pure. It felt like the last pieces of the jigsaw were falling into place. But don't get me wrong, this wasn't fate. For every soul of this deluded population who blinked and all at fate's karmic clockwork, they neglect to see the wear and tear beneath the surface. The teeth that grind into the cogs. The damage that fate causes so many in its selfish journey towards just one favorable consequence. The individual had simply run out of luck, and I was here to collect.